Good morning, everyone. I'm here to show you my collection of 7-inch blue squares, all different shades of blues. I've mentioned these before in a video, but I didn't show them. I had them in a bag put away. But these are squares I collected years ago from the Square Exchange group that I'm a part of, that I've talked about several times. At the time I was collecting these squares, my color preferences were all shades of blue because I have a cousin that has multiple sclerosis, and her favorite color is blue. And I had wanted to make her a blanket. So this I collected, like I said, when I lived back home. So it's been over 10 years ago that I collected all these, and some of them I started to put a border on, but I'm going to have to take it out because I was joining them with black, and I can't really work with black anymore. But I dug out this bag a couple weeks ago when I dug out my Apache Tear Stitch blanket to show Ursula and all of you. And I thought this morning, I would take out all the squares and lay them out to show you. So, one thing you have to remember is that when I was receiving these squares, and I was making squares for people that made squares for me, I would get their color preferences and I would make them and send them off to them. But during that time, the exchange was swapping squares all over the world. And so, in different parts of the world, they have different types of yarn. And of course, all over the world, everyone's tension is different. But I have made several blankets from collecting squares from all over. I showed you my earth tone one. And when you lay them out like this, yeah, some look a little wonky because of tension and different kinds of yarns. But once you put your border on them and then you join them all together, it really just all works out good. It's interesting to see everyone's designs. And they used to, well, they still do, add a little tag. I'm not going to flip it over because it's the person's name and address and all, but we used to include a little tag or a little note, a little postcard maybe, a little herbal tea, just something, a recipe, just something extra to go along with the squares, which was very neat to receive. And so I'll show you these. Those look gray, and they probably are like a grayish blue, but my cousin won't care. Uh-oh, here comes Monster. Oh boy. Of course, when I join them all together into a blanket, I'll wash it first, so Monster's got to see what I'm talking about. Aren't these neat? I've made several of those. Oh, Monster's rolling on them. That one with the heart is a friend of mine that lived in Kentucky. I need to get back in touch with her, but she's a designer. All different kinds. That one got folded over because Monster just jumped on it. All different shades of blue. My cousin will love it. I really need to finish this year. I wonder if I can get it done for March, anytime in March. Her birthday is in March. Now these 4 are ones that I had started putting border on, but I'm going to have to take it out, like I said, because I can't work with black very well now. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this. And I had taken 2 years off. These past 2 years, I took off from exchanging squares with that group because of the 2 major shoulder surgeries and then the pneumonia and all that. But I have gotten myself back into the exchange starting this month. So I've committed myself to making 2 squares a month and sending them off to different people. And I've already received my assignment, my 2 people and their color preferences. And I'm excited about that. And I sent in my color preference. So as I receive the squares from this particular exchange, I'll be showing them to you. I'm planning to make a blanket for my added on room that I keep talking about. It has that lavender love seat, and then my one wall is painted, but I'm gonna change that wall, paint it or get it painted another color, and then behind the love seat I'm gonna use the color that's on that one wall, which is called Back to Nature, and it's in the sage family, because that will make the love seat really pop. So I put in my color preferences for this exchange group to be lavender squares, and it can be a solid lavender or variegated lavender, and then solid sage or thyme, or I even saw a red heart color called lettuce. Anything like that, you know, solid like that. Or they could do a row of one of those greens with a row of lavender, which will look nice. I just can't wait till I start receiving squares from that exchange. So I hope that you like this. I'm finally, I think, over the sore throat that I've had all weekend from allergies. So I'm thankful for that. And I stayed in all weekend. Anyway, I hope to get out in that sunshine today. Maybe take you to a place to go for a walk. But let me know what you think of this. And if anyone wants information about the exchange group, then go to my About page and send me an email. I know that 1 or 2 people did get in touch with me. So that would be neat. And if anybody, you know, that follows me wants to make me a 7-inch square in lavender or those green colors that I mentioned, then get in touch with me for that too. I would be real proud to have some squares from some YouTube family. I know a couple. Well, Marianne Crotchety Clogger is sending me some squares. They're not in those colors, but they're still squares. And hey, I thought I had the bag right here. I do. I can't get to it right now, but I have a bag full of 7-inch squares, again, from this exchange group that are all different colors. One day I'll put that all together. And then someone else, another YouTuber, got in touch with me and is wanting to make me some 7-inch squares in those colors that I'm asking my other exchange group for. So that would be so neat to be able to have squares from friends in my square exchange group and then my friends from my YouTube. Anyway, I'm gonna go for now. Get a few, well, I gotta put all these away and then get a few chores done. But I hope you enjoy this. Let me know. Thanks, everyone. And remember to be kind to everybody, because somebody is having a bad day.